All right, let's get into it. Today we're going to be talking about late round wide receivers that will finish as wide receiver 2s by the end of the year. So that's top 24. And this is for guys who go running back early and find themselves not really having a wide receiver 2 that they really like. So these are some guys that are going really late in drafts that are going to finish as top 24 wide receivers. And they're just guys that you should target even if you don't go running back early, because they're really good values as of right now. Alright, let's get into it. And the first guy I have on my list is probably one of the most disrespected players in the league, and that's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd finished as the wide receiver 18 last year in full PPR. In one of the worst situations in the league, he had 2 on and off quarterbacks last year. This was the worst offense in the league, and he was also without AJ Green. And a lot of people like to, think that AJ Green being in the lineup takes away targets from Tyler Boyd, but I think it actually helps Tyler Boyd, because if AJ Green is on the outside, everyone's going to want to pay attention to him, leaving Tyler Boyd wide open in the slot. So he'll be back next year, which is a plus for Boyd. And lastly, of course, we all know Joe Burrow's in town now, so that's a significant upgrade from Andy Dalton. So I don't understand why he's being drafted as the wide receiver 35. Yup, you heard me right, the wide receiver 35. So you take that into account that he finishes the wide receiver 18 last year with what he had to deal with. This is a guy that I think can finish top 20 again. His situation's only gotten better, and I don't see why he's still being disrespected. The second guy is another guy that I feel like is being disrespected right now. He's being drafted as the wide receiver 41. And if you look at this graphic right here, Marvin Jones compared to Kenny Golladay, the numbers are almost identical, and Marvin Jones is being drafted so late in drafts, it's ridiculous. Through weeks 1 through 11, when healthy, and also with a healthy Matthew Stafford. And he finished as the wide receiver 12. So when Stafford is healthy and when Marvin Jones is healthy, he's going to produce. And he finished as a wide receiver 1 when he was healthy last year. And he's still being drafted this late in drafts. He's being drafted as a wide receiver 4. Go ahead, take advantage of this. He's gonna finish as a wide receiver 2 when he's healthy and on the field. Take advantage right now. Thank me later. This is probably one of the biggest steals in drafts right now. Go ahead and draft yourself some Marvin Jones. The third guy I'm going to be talking about today is Jameson Crowder, and we all remember that week 1 game against the Buffalo Bills where Crowder got targeted 17 times, caught the ball 14 times, and nearly got 100 yards on the game. Now in 2020, his situation is only looking better, as Sam Darnold is going to be on the field for a full year, so that's only going to help him. The team also brought Perriman and Denzel Mims, who are going to pair up on the outside, leaving some targets for Jameson Crowder on the slot. So that's only going to help him, as those guys are going to distract the defenses from the slot. And he's being drafted as the wide receiver 46 right now. And through weeks 6 through 16, when Sam Darnold was healthy, Crowder finished as the wide receiver 18. And with the new weapons and a full year with Darnold, I expect Crowder to yet again be a wide receiver 2 this year. And the only thing that's really holding him back is his injury concerns. But when you're drafting him this late, wide receiver 46, there's literally no risk involved. You're getting him as a late wide receiver 4, and he's pretty much guaranteed to finish at the top 24 in the slot in an Adam Gase offense. So go ahead, get yourself some Jameson Crowder and get yourself a wide receiver 2. Now the last guy on my list is Darius Slade. And now I talked about Slade a couple episodes back as one of my dynasty buys, because I said he was one of the biggest draft day winners, because the New York Giants did not draft a wide receiver in what was one of the most historic wide receiver classes of all time. So you pair that up that he stepped up big in 2020 as a 5th round pick, and through weeks 10 through 15 he finished as the wide receiver 8 in fantasy football, kind of connecting with Daniel Jones and being that go-to target. And a lot of people are saying that a lot of his success had to do with Evan Ingram, Golden Tate, and Sterling Shepard being injured, but what do all those guys have in common? Evan Ingram, injury prone. Sterling Shepard is 1 concussion away from not even having a job in the NFL. Golden Tate is old as crap. So when you put that all together, that leaves a really good opportunity for Darius Slade to be that number 1 wide receiver on this offense in a Daniel Jones-led offense that's on the rise. And through weeks 3 through 15, Slade was actually the wide receiver 23 in his rookie year. So he was already a wide receiver 2 in his rookie year. Now he's going to go into his sophomore year. He's going to take another step forward. and he's being drafted as the wide receiver 38 now. How does that even make sense? He's only going to improve on what he did last year as he figures out more of what the NFL is and, connecting with Daniel Jones more. So take advantage of his wide receiver 38 price. He's going to be a wide receiver 2. He even has upside to be a wide receiver 1 with Daniel Jones. So this guy right here, Darius Slade, is probably the biggest steal in drafts right now, period, along with Marvin Jones. So go ahead, target all of these guys, even if you don't go running back early. Like I said at the beginning of the video, all these guys are values that need to be had. So target these guys in your redraft leagues and let me know if you get any one of these. Anyways, I'll see y'all later.